Hi beauties, if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you have not done so yet, be sure to subscribe because you're gonna love it here. I guarantee you're going to love it here. So, as you can tell by the title, your girl has officially been monetized. So I want to start off by first saying a huge thank you to all of my subscribers, because without you, this would not have been possible. This would not, of course, with God, we always got to thank God first. So gotta thank him first. But second to the men upstairs, I have to thank you guys, because without you, this would not have been possible. Whew. So where do I start? I don't even know where to start. So I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, but you already know your girl just be, I be yippity yapping. And I want to talk about how I got monetized. So I started YouTube. Now it's about 4 months. It's about 4 months since I started YouTube. For those of you who do not know my story or have not watched my very first video on YouTube, your girl was laid off. I was laid off January of last year. So how many months is that? So it's 4 months. I did get laid off January of last year. I believe it was January 8th. I want to say I started YouTube maybe a week or two after I got laid off. And I've already talked about the reason why I started YouTube. So again, if you have not watched that video, make sure you do so. Make sure you watch that video. But I just want to get to how I got monetized on YouTube. So again, it's been 4 months since I started YouTube. I actually got monetized 3 months. 3 months into me starting YouTube, I got monetized. And how I got monetized, it's pretty simple. It's really pretty simple. I got monetized just by being consistent. I know we see this all the time. People say be consistent, or you have people that gives you all type of different rundowns on how you could become monetized, on how you could gain subscribers. And I'm just going to tell you what worked for me. For me, getting monetized was pretty simple. It was pretty simple. And I know we see videos all the time where this person tells you to do this person tells you to do that. And I feel like different things work for different people. So I'm just gonna share with you what worked for me. What worked for me is pretty much being consistent. That is it. That is all. I'm not gonna sit here and keep going on and on and on about do this, do that. No, don't do this, don't do that. Niche, no. We're not gonna do all that. I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and simple. Hopefully I keep it short, sweet. Hopefully I keep it short, sweet, and simple. But that's it. It's just being consistent. So when I started YouTube, I started doing shorts. That was my thing. I started doing shorts because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I really didn't know exactly what I wanted to talk about. And as I mentioned, and I believe it was my first or my second video on YouTube, I believe I mentioned that a long time ago, before cooking became a thing on YouTube, family and friends would tell me, start a YouTube. You know how to cook well. Start a YouTube. And of course, life be lifing, family, kids, jobs. You don't really have time for that. You really don't have time for that. Once I got laid off, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make time. I am going to make time, because if I can invest my time, my sweat, my tears to corporate America and make them rich, well, richer, I could do the same for me. That being said, I decided to pick up the camera and just start recording. I started off doing shorts. That was my thing. I just started doing shorts. Shorts at the time was just the easiest thing for me, because again, I used to see videos before I started to post long form videos. I would see videos where people would say, well, why post long form videos, no one's gonna watch. No one knows you, no one cares, no one's gonna watch. So I'm like, okay, before I start doing long form videos, I'm just going to start with my shorts. And honestly, when I started with my shorts, I didn't even think I was going to be making long form videos. I really did not think that it would come to this where I would make long form videos. For me, it was just pretty much just doing shorts, and I was just going with the flow, So my shorts started to do pretty good. I started to gain followers, and I want to say once I reached maybe 500 subscribers, that is when I decided to start posting long form videos. I think it was 500. I do not think I was at 1,000. I'm almost positive I was not at 1,000 when I started to post long form videos. So getting back to what worked for me, like I said, it's pretty simple. What worked for me is just being consistent. When I started posting my shorts, I would post my shorts every single day, just about every single day. If it wasn't every day, I would do it at least every other day. I didn't let a whole week pass without me posting. I would post and post and post. I would go through my phone and find old videos. Okay, old videos. A lot of times they weren't new. I mean, a lot of my shorts, they were newer content. They were new, but I did go to my, my little history, and I would find stuff, cooking videos, and I would just post it. So I was just consistent. I would keep posting and posting and posting and posting. And like I said, that's what did it for me. It was just posting and posting and posting. That was it. Just being very, very consistent. That is what worked for me. Okay. That's number one. That is number one. Another thing that worked for me was engaging. I engage, okay? I engage my tail off. When I tell you I engage, mind you, I'm an introvert, but I realize in the YouTube world, like, baby, you have to get out of that introvert. If you are an introvert, you have to step out of that. You have to get out of that, and you have to engage. So what I would do, I would go on different channels. And honestly, when I started engaging with people on different channels, whether it was big YouTubers, small content creators, when I started to engage, it wasn't even to really gain subscribers. That's not why I engage. I just decided to just engage. I didn't hear anyone saying that engaging would help you grow. I just decided to engage, like I would go on different pages, and then I would see videos with content creators, smaller content creators talking about how they grew, and there were challenges, 30-day challenges. So in those challenges, I met a lot of people. I became not friends, but I became acquainted with a lot of smaller content creators, and it just took off from there. So me engaging with a lot of people, it helped grow my channel. So I would go on someone's page, and because I left a comment on whomever's channel, other people, they would see my comments and they would just come and subscribe to me. They would subscribe to me and I would subscribe back. So besides being consistent with posting, engaging is what really helped me. I engage. So that is the second thing. You post consistently. This is very important. Very, very important. You post consistently. Okay. You do not skip a beat when it comes to posting. It doesn't even have to be anything crazy. You just want to put a video out because, like, people always talk, or people always say, the algorithm, if you're not posting, the algorithm is not going to know you exist. And I kind of believe that. I really kind of believe that. So again, be consistent. And the second thing is just engaging. Engage as much as you can with people, not only on other people's channel, but on your channel. I engage, or I try to engage as much as possible because, life be lifing. We get busy. Once I get off YouTube, I have a life outside of YouTube. But when I put that to the side and I come on YouTube, I come on my channel, if I see someone leaves a comment, good, bad, I engage. I engage because these people people are taking their time out. They're stopping what they're doing. They're watching my video. So I'm going to engage. I'm going to show my gratitude and I'm going to say thank you, because why not? I mean, they took the time out watching my channel. They're helping me grow. Them watching my channel is helping me grow. It's helping me evolve. It's helping me with my YouTube growth. So I'm going to reply. So I also engage as much as I can with my subscribers all the time. I don't think there's any comments that has been left on my page that I have not commented to. And if I didn't comment, is 9 out of 10 is because I didn't see it. If I did not comment, 9 out of 10, I did not see the comment, or maybe it was just a comment that was just a little out the way and I'm just not going to entertain it. But for the most part, I engage with everyone who leaves a comment on my page. Another thing that I feel helped, and again, I did discuss this in another video, another thing that I felt helped me when I would post videos, I would also go and look at other videos that were similar to what I post. So for example, if I wanted to post a get ready with me, I would go before I even post my video, I would go and I would watch a get ready. I mean, I would record it, but before I actually post it, I would watch a get ready with me video. And I felt like because I watched a get ready with me video, somehow, I feel like the algorithm kind of helped people that watch those type of videos to watch me. So that is another thing that I feel helped my channel, is just watching videos that were similar to what I would post. As you already know, your shorts will not help you with your watch hours. So it is important to start your long form videos. If you're trying to get monetized on YouTube, if you're trying to grow, don't listen to the people that say do not post long form videos. Baby, just post them, okay? Because those watch hours from your shorts, they're not going to help you unless you get lucky and you get millions and millions of views from a shorts. Your shorts, those watch hours does not go towards your watch hours for you to get monetized. So I would highly recommend that you start on posting long form videos. And it doesn't have to be lengthy videos like I did, because I said I would just do videos that were like 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Child, I ended up doing a whole documentary, okay? I ended up doing a whole documentary. So post your long form videos, because that is what's going to help you with your watch hours. So post those long form videos. And when you're posting long form videos, you also want to make sure that they are at least 6 minutes or longer. And the reason why it should be 6 minutes or longer, when you do get monetized, if your video is shorter than 6 minutes, you will not be able to benefit from those videos when it comes to ads, because your video is just not long enough for ads. So you want to at least post long form videos that are longer than 5 minutes. So 6 minutes and up would be your best bet. So while we are on the topic of watch hours, another thing that helped me with my watch hours was me going live. I'm really not a live person. I don't really care to go live, but I knew that would really help me. And once I started going live, my watch hours just started going up and up and up and up, to the point where I got my watch hours. I got my 4,000 watch hours and your girl became monetized. So again, I'm not gonna sit here and keep going on and giving you false information. The things that worked for me, once again, was me posting consistently, me being very consistent. Post every single day. If you're not ready to commit to posting every single day, I would suggest that you do not start YouTube if you are not ready to commit and posting every single day. So that is number one. You want to be consistent and post every single day. And that is what I did. I post every single day. And if I did not post every single day, I would post at least every other day. You want to be very consistent when it comes to growing on YouTube and when it comes to becoming monetized. The second thing that helped me get monetized on YouTube and growing was me engaging. You have to engage. You can't act like you're too good. You can't reply to people's comments, especially if you're a small YouTuber. You need to engage. That is important. I really feel that engaging wakes up the algorithm. It makes you visible. Some people would argue that and say it doesn't do anything for the algorithm, but in my opinion, I feel engaging really does help, and it wakes up the algorithm. So you need to engage. And when I say engage, you go on other content creators' channels and you engage with people on those channels. You engage with that content creator, you engage with other people that you see commenting on that content creator's channel as well. So going off of your page and engaging with different people on different content creators' channels, that will help you, and that is what helped me. So that's the second thing. Now for the third thing again that helped me become monetized on YouTube was me engaging with my subscribers. I engage with my subscribers. I do not ignore anyone who takes their time, their precious time to comment on my channel. I'm not doing that. Even when I get bigger, even when I grow and my channel gets bigger, I do not want to be the type of content creator who think that I'm too good to comment on my subscribers, my subscribers' comments. I do not want to become that content creator, regardless if I get 100,000 subscribers. I want to continue that relationship to where I engage and I reply to my subscribers, because at the end of the day, those are the people that are putting money in your pocket, okay? They are putting money in your pocket, so the least you could do is acknowledge them. That's the least you could do, is acknowledge. Even if it's a quick thank you, even if it's just liking the comment, just anything. They're making you rich. They're putting money in your pocket, and you can't reply back to them. So I do not want to be that YouTuber. I do not want to be that content creator. So again, please engage with your subscribers. Do not ignore them. Don't ignore your subscribers. Do not do that, because one, I feel that's rude, and two, they're helping your channel. They're helping your channel. So number three is very important. Make sure you are engaging with your subscribers. And number four, again, this is what worked for me. I don't know if it's something that will work for everybody, but it worked for me, so I'm just sharing. So the fourth thing that we did discuss, I would look at videos that were similar to what I wanted to post. And I feel that me doing that, it helped my algorithm. So if you're going to post a video, if it's a outfit of the day, if it's a day in my life, if it's a Sunday reset, whatever it is, you want to watch those types of videos, even before or after. You can watch them before, because I've done it before, I've done it after, and I feel as though you doing that, it helps. It really helps. It helped me. At least I feel it helped. So because I feel that it did help me, I want to share that with you. So if you're going to post a video, watch videos that are similar to what you're going to post. I didn't mention these things, but I also feel what worked for me were my titles. My titles, I feel, really worked, and I've heard this before, and from experience, I would say is a big thing. I would say your titles are a big thing. So if you're gonna post a video, again, using an example, if you're going to post a video about a day in my life, you want to go and look for a video, a day in my life, the same type of video, and look at their views. Look at their views, the title, and grab that. Grab their title. I mean, you could switch it up and make it your own, but you kind of want to use what is trendy. You kind of want to use what is trendy at the time, and you want to use those titles. That is another thing that I feel worked for me. I would make sure that my titles were trendy. Okay, I made sure that my titles were trendy. I would either go on Chat GPT. If I didn't go on Chat GPT, again, I would just go look for videos similar to what I wanted to post. I would look at their views and just kind of see, you know, who got the most views, who got the most views, the most reactions, the most clicks on this specific title. And I would use those titles. Again, I would, of course, you know, switch it up, try to make it my own. But for the most part, I would copy those titles a lot with a little twist, with my twist. But your titles are very important because your title is what's going to make people gravitate and want to click on your video. That's why clickbaits work. Clickbaits work because of the title. So the titles are very important. Now, when it comes to the thumbnails, I don't know if the thumbnails really help. I think they do because I'm the type of person, if I see a certain type of thumbnail, I'm going to 9 out of 10 click on the channel because of the thumbnail. So I would say thumbnails work. So work on your thumbnail, and it doesn't have to be anything crazy. You could go on Canva. Canva will help you. You can watch videos. If you don't know how to do thumbnails, just look on Canva, look up videos for Canva, and they will instruct you on how to make your thumbnails. So I really feel thumbnails are another thing that will grab people's attention. Even if they don't stay on your channel, even when they click on it, they end up not staying, but they're gonna end up clicking because of how that thumbnail looks. So that is another thing that you want to work on, your thumbnail. Make sure you have a thumbnail that is going to grab someone's attention. Again, I'm guilty of it. If your thumbnail looks a certain way, I'm going to click on it. If your thumbnail is a little boring, 9 out of 10, I ain't finna click on it. So make sure you have those thumbnails down pat. So that is what pretty much worked for me. I mean, it wasn't rocket science. It wasn't any crazy thing. It wasn't none of that. It was really simple, just me being consistent, me being myself. You know, you want to be yourself as well. That is another thing. You want to be yourself. You don't want to come on social media. You don't want to come on social media. You don't want to come on YouTube trying to be something or someone that you're not, and then you have to kind of like keep that going. You know, it's easier to be yourself. It is easier to be yourself. So if you're going to start social media, if you're going to you want to become a content creator, you want to become a YouTuber, be yourself. Boring, not boring, whatever it is, whoever you are, be yourself all the time. Be yourself, because it's going to be hard to keep up a false persona. If that's not you, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's not hard to be yourself. So be yourself. Okay. Be yourself. And that's pretty much it. That's how I became monetized on YouTube within 3 months. It's that simple. But the number one thing is being consistent. That is the number one thing. You have to be consistent. If you're consistent, 9 out of 10, you're going to grow on YouTube. If you're consistent, 9 out of 10, you're going to be successful on YouTube. It's that simple. There's really not much to say. There's really not much to say. You just have to be consistent. That is it. That is all. I could have made this video. It could have been like 1-2 minutes, just me telling you over and over, be consistent, be consistent, be consistent. Because I see a lot of videos where they're like long, they're very long, and they're telling you to do this, do that, turn this feature on, turn that feature on. And I've tried those and they didn't really work for me. You know, they'll tell you, make your videos unlisted first, or make your videos private first before you post it. I've tried those things and they didn't work for me. And I don't think YouTube is hard. I think the hardest thing when it comes to YouTube is just being consistent. That's really the hardest thing when it comes to YouTube. That is my only challenge really is just being consistent, thinking of what I'm going to post. You know, when I got the email that I was monetized or that I can apply to become monetized, when I tell you, I was like, what? My bad. I was like, what? Because never in a million years, I would have ever imagined myself to be on YouTube, to become a content creator, and on top of that, becoming monetized, and on top of that, becoming monetized in such a short time, in such a short period of time. 3 months, not something that happens easily. So I also pat myself on the back. I pat myself on the back because I did put in the work. I put in the work. Okay, I put in the work. So I thank God, of course, I thank God. I thank you guys. Like I said, without you, this would not have been possible. But I also thank myself too, because without me being consistent, this would not have happened either. If I was not consistent, this would not happen. It would not happen. I mean, that's bottom line. So congratulations. Good job. Good job. If you're wanting to start YouTube, just do it. Just do it. Just do it like Nike. Don't complicate it. Don't put too much thought into it. Just do it. Just pick up your camera and record. And when I started YouTube, I was using my cell phone. But shortly after I started using my cell phone, I ended up buying a camera because you know how the storage was just, I was like, yeah, if I'm going to be posting on YouTube consistently, my cell phone is just not going to work. I know people say, oh, you don't need a camera when you're starting YouTube. You don't need a camera. And I agree. When you're first starting off, you don't need a camera, but you will need one. If you're trying to be consistent and you're trying to post videos on a day-to-day basis or every other day, you're going to need a camera because them storages on the phone storages, baby, I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I kept losing storage. I kept having to buy storage. I couldn't do it. So for some, it may work for some, but for me, it just didn't work. It just did not work. When you're first starting off, you definitely can use your cell phone, but that's not going to be realistic to be a long-term thing if you're trying to post videos on a consistent basis, especially if they're long form videos. It wasn't realistic for me, at least. You know, maybe for some it worked, but for me, it wasn't realistic. It wasn't working. So you're going to eventually need a camera, not your cell phone, a camera, but starting off, you could definitely use your cell phone. Cell phone will work just fine in the beginning. I want to say I got a camera maybe within 1 month. Yeah, I think it was within 1 month of me getting, it was 1 month. 1 month with me starting YouTube, I ended up getting my camera. I needed to get a camera. That's what worked for me. I needed it. Some people, I needed it. So I got me a camera because I needed it. Okay, I needed it, a camera. But if you want to start YouTube, don't listen to the naysayers. You know, don't let people talk you out of it. Don't complicate it. Baby, just pick up your camera and just start recording. Pick up your camera and start recording. Don't worry about the editing, because when I first started my videos, baby, I ain't know nothing when it comes to edit, okay? Now, you know, your girl, you know, I got a little bit better. But when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing. I did not know what I was doing when it comes to the editing, but I did my homework. I would watch videos night after night. I would go to bed 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to edit videos. I mean, it was crazy. Like, when I say your girl put in work, I put in work. I would go to bed 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to edit videos because I wasn't good at the editing. Like, I put in work. I really, really put in work, and I am proud of myself. I'm very, very proud of myself. But if I can do it, you can do it. So again, if you want to start YouTube, just do it like Nike. Pick up that camera and start recording. No matter what it is, start recording. You got this. I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. There's nothing special. I am special. You know, I'm special. But there's nothing that I did that you cannot do. If I can do it, you can do it. So pick that camera up and start recording and Be consistent. I cannot stress that enough. You have to be consistent. That is the only way. That is the only way. That is the only way you're going to grow to the point where you can become monetized, is by you being consistent on YouTube. If you don't do anything else, you have to be consistent. And that is pretty much it. Bottom line, that is it. You being consistent. There's no way around it. No way around it at all. At all. All the advice that you get on YouTube, do this and do that, and no. All that is out the window if you're not going to be consistent. That is number one. So yeah, so that is how I became monetized on YouTube within 3 months. 3 months. So like I said, if I can do it, you can do it. So pick up that camera and start recording your life, whatever it is. Even if you think it's boring, someone is going to find it interesting, or someone is going to resonate. Someone is gonna be like, that's how my life is. I like watching, whomever. I like watching this person because this person reminds me of me. So your life could be boring. Some people like boring. Some people like boring. So if you got a boring life, baby, record that boring life. Someone's gonna watch it. Someone is going to enjoy your boring life. So record and post it. But getting this in the mail, I've been monetized, but getting this in the mail just made it more like so much real. Like, I've been monetized, but I literally just got this. I don't know why. It did say that it would take, I think it said it would take a few, was it 3 weeks, or I forgot how long, but it came a little, well, I can't say it came late, because I think it did say that it would take some time to come, but that is the reason why I haven't made a video, because I wanted to get this first. I wanted to get this before I made a video. So I checked my mailbox yesterday. I'm not sure how long it was in my mailbox, but I did check yesterday. I check my mailbox frequently. I check my mailbox on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes I'll go maybe a day or two without checking it, but for the most part, I check my mailbox a lot, and I just got this. So once I got this, I'm like, I need to make a video. Now that I got this little bad boy, I'm like, I'm gonna make a video. Child, I haven't even opened it. Look at this. It hasn't even been opened yet. But I'm like, okay, now that I got this, I'm going to make a video, because this is what I was actually waiting for. I was waiting to get this before I made a video. So I got it now. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If there's anything that I can help you with, let me know. Any questions you have, leave it in the comment section and I will try to answer them for you. Also, if you don't want to really speak or type certain things in a comment section, I do have my Instagram. If you go in my description, you will see my Instagram. So you can just shoot me a message on Instagram. Now, I will say I'm not the most active on Instagram. Not that I'm not really active, but I don't really check my messages on Instagram. So if you do leave me a message in the comment section on YouTube, let me know. Just leave me a message letting me know that, hey, I sent you a message on Instagram. Can you check it? And I will look. And if it's something that I can help you with, I will be more than happy to answer your questions, because when I started YouTube, I didn't have anyone to tell me what to do. Like, I had to learn everything on my own, watching videos, and even watching videos, they weren't always the most helpful. So a lot of things were self-taught, and a lot of things were just me, just trial and error, just keep doing things till it just didn't work and I had to do it a different way, so I didn't have someone holding my hand telling me, do this, do that, do this. And that's a lot of YouTubers. That's a lot of content creators, they didn't have anyone to hold their hands and guide them and tell them what to do, what not to do. So if I can be of help, if I can help someone, I will be more than happy. So like I said, if you have any questions, if you need advice on something, if you don't know, whatever it is, if it's something that I can help you with, I'll be more than happy. So again, you could either leave it in the comment section on YouTube, or go to my description, get my Instagram information, go on my Instagram, shoot me a message, and baby, if I can answer you, if I can help you, I'll be more than happy to help. More than happy. And if there is a video you would like me to make, let me know. If it's a video that you want me to go more in depth with certain things, even when it comes to this, when it comes to creating your AdSense account or whatever it is, if it's something that you need help with and you would like a video, you prefer a video, then you send me a message and then we message back and forth. Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. And if I'm able to answer your questions in a video, I will definitely do that as well. I am here to help. I am here to help as much as I can. All right. So once again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, if you are in a sharing mood, make sure you also share my video. Turn on your post notification as well, so that way when I post another goodie, you'll be the first to know. So turn on your post notification. Okay, turn it on, baby. Turn it on. Until the next one, my beauties. Love you. Bye.